Hi, I am here with Brianna Wu, and we want to follow up on her recent conversations in Arlington and other venues by digging in a little bit deeper to the question of online privacy, protecting yourself and your identity, and what happens when you are subject, as Brianna has been, to the kinds of harassment and threatening that she has found herself subject to. So Brianna, thanks.
Lovely. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
I know that in the fields of libel and slander, which is not exactly what we're talking about here, but nonetheless, that gives fewer protections to somebody.
It does.
Do you find that that's been the case also with what you're dealing with in terms of this online harassment?
You know, I would be, for legal purposes, considered a limited purpose public figure, which is a different classification of it. So you can look at my background as it relates to the thing I'm a public figure about, but like, you know, my marriage would probably be off limits, you know, things about my private life would be.
Would and should
right,
be off
correct.
limits.
But you know, the sad part is that doesn't really, it's a hard thing to actually go through. Like I've certainly thought about, you know, bringing lawsuits against some of the people that have defamed me. And the truth is it's so expensive and it's so time consuming that there's only so much stuff I can do.
What have you learned and what can you share with people about how to protect yourself going forward?
Sure. I think there's kind of a blame the victim mindset with this sometimes. Like if you'd been a little bit more careful, you know, you would not have had your private information out there. So I want to be very clear in talking with your viewers today. There is no course of action anyone can take where they can be 100% safe. You can certainly be smart about it. There are certain things you can do to basically be as safe as possible. Anyone out there needs to be using strong passwords. And that is a step anyone out there needs to be taken. But there's no magic course of action where you can say, well, I've done the right steps here and I'm not going to be a target. Engineers build societies. Engineers built the aqueducts, you know, way back when. And now the frontiers that we are moving in as a human race, you have software engineers that are inventing the future of where we all communicate, how we share ideas, how we talk to each other, how we buy things. So when we are talking about women in tech, the fundamental question that we are asking ourselves is, do women get to have a hand in building the future of the human race? Because right now, it is a very small set of people that get to build the communities that we talk in, that get to build the protocols that keep us safe, that get to set the policies deciding what is private, what is not. So we are really talking about something that is huge and extremely important here.
I want to thank you for the conversation.
Absolutely.
It's been illuminating, certainly not very encouraging in a number of respects, but nonetheless important to get all of this out on the table, in the air, et cetera.
Absolutely.
Seems like bringing as much light as possible to these issues is maybe our only recourse at this point.
I agree with that. It's imperative. Thank you for having me on.